Hi, it's Michael Durham, and I did my intercultural speech on my friend and baseball teammate Marcos Garza. He is from the state of Nuevo Leon. The population in Nuevo Leon is about 4.1 million people, whereas in Campbellsville's population is only around 22,000. You can see in the comparison the two places differ just by the amount of people. He lived in a town called Garza Gonzales. Nueve is located on the northeastern part of Mexico. When looking at the town within Nuevo Leon, Garza Gonzales would be considered an average-sized town. Marcos now lives in the United States, in the state of Washington, in the town of Othello. One of the main reasons that Marcos' family chose to relocate in the United States was the drug violence. The violence was escalating in Mexico. It was so bad that the people were unable to walk down the street and safely, and often feared their lives because of the lack of protection from the police. The drug cartel overpowered the number of men the police are able to keep, and this affected how well they're able to keep their citizens safe. Ever since making the adjustment to move to a new country, he says that he has had nothing but good experiences in the States for him and his family. He has lived here since he was 10 years old and loves it because over the years he has been able to take part in the baseball. Also, he feels better protected than he was back home. While being in the state of Washington for many years, Marcos has been able to form great friendships with the people there. When coming into the school system here in America, he noticed many changes from his previous schools. The schools back in Mexico were poor and low quality, which made it hard for him to give the students a distinguished education. Since being a part of our country's school system, Marcos says that he feels confident and now believes that he will be able to have a successful career. After finishing high school, he went on to junior college at Walla Walla, where he started as a first baseman. He received a scholarship to attend Campbellsville University after playing 2 years at Walla Walla. Since he has been here in Kentucky, he has learned to love the community and the team he is now playing on. Since he has been on campus, he has been able to connect with some of the local students who have a Hispanic background. He is able to speak Spanish to them, which he says is easier since it happens to be his first language. It has also been a benefit that some of his teammates have a similar background to him. Some of the things Marcos likes to do in his time away from school and baseball is taking pictures, riding his bike around town, going on walks with his friends, playing video games, and cooking. When I talked to Marco about his religion, he had told me that his views stand with those of the Christian Pacifical. He has also stated that his faith believes that everyone deserves an equal opportunity, allowing everyone potential to excel. A few things that Marcos mentioned to me that he found to be different, and one was the difference in the fast food. He said that in Mexico there is less fast food than here in America. He said that when he was down living in Mexico, his family focused more on getting together and having home cooking rather than going out and eating. One of his favorite things to do with his family was they all gathered for a barbecue. Another thing that he mentioned that was different was about how it was legal to ride your four-wheelers around town, which is something that would never be allowed here in the United States without getting fined. I then asked Marco about the difference between pesos and dollars, and he said for every 11 pesos it would be equal to $1. That's a big difference in the American money and the Mexican money. He also said that pesos are different colors, so it's easy to tell which ones apart. The peso bill comes in 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, and 200s. It is very similar to the American money, but they don't have 5s and we don't have $200 bills. When I asked Marcos about the president, he told me his name was Philip Calderon. The Mexican president is considered to be revolutionary, and the power in the office is diverse. The Mexican presidents are limited to a 6-year term. The president is never allowed to run again. In conclusion, Marcos Garza seems to be a very well-off person. He has brought the Mexican culture to America. Marcos told me he is proud of where he came from and wouldn't change anything about himself. That is the end of my intercultural speech. Goodbye, everyone.